Guten Morgens, Gav, Mack Devo here, just to let everybody know that it's coming home.
Yeah, buongiorno.
Yeah, it's coming home. It's coming home. It's happening today. We're going to beat Denmark today, and then we're going to beat Italy in the final. Simple as that, really. Welcome to the show, everybody. But of course, we can only make sure that football comes home if we get past the Italians, and we need to talk about them because they've had a good time, haven't they, the Italians? So here
They've
we
had a
go.
bloody good tournament.
Let's have a match review of Italy versus Spain. Here we go then. Italy versus Spain. One apiece, the game ended, and Italy won 4-2 on penalties. Devo, did this game live up to the bill?
Yes, 100% yes. I saw quite a few people saying they felt it was their game of the tournament. And I think at the final whistle, can understand that. But then when you actually think about it, there's been some bloody good games. But this is up there with it. And I think it might not have had the drama in, disallowed goals or the goals of late equalisers and last minute winners. But tactically, I feel it was one of the best games of the tournament. I think the two managers were stars. Although I felt Mancini's substitutions didn't really work out for him, but I think Luis Enrique needs to have a massive round of applause because he got everything spot on. I think Spain were the better side. I think if they could put away their chances, Oyarzabal missed two clear-cut chances. Olmo was brilliant, Pedri brilliant, Busquets brilliant, but they just couldn't put away their chances. And the Italians could. I mean, because they didn't have many. I don't think they had a shot on target or shot in the first half.
No, they didn't.
Spain was dominant, kept Italy exactly where they wanted them. And then the second half, Italy came into a bit and Chiesa scored that wonderful goal. But yeah, I think brilliant game of football, brilliant game between two really good sides. And I think Spain imposed their will on Italy more than what Italy could on them.
Yeah.
England need to look at that.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
If they get past the Danes.
I agree, because I'm not being funny. Everybody's pre-match, mine, yours, various different socials, mainstream media, we're all talking about intensity of the Italians and how much they'll press. And I mentioned on our show yesterday that it's going to be interesting to see the difference between the Italian press and the Spanish passing game and how the two will collide, how they'll clash, sorry. And it wasn't the case. The Italians couldn't get the ball in the middle of the park at all because the Spaniards were there and they was eating up every single blade of grass. It was probably one of the best performances I've seen from a Spanish side, period. Not just in this competition, because we've seen them win major tournaments and competitions. We've seen them do well in World Cups, Euros, Confed Cups, Nations Leagues, etc. But in terms for a standalone 90-minute, 120-minute performance, this is one of the best Spanish performances I have ever seen. And as you said, as you alluded to before, if they had a goal scorer, because they got everything right, absolutely everything right. I remember when they went 1-0 down, and I said to my friend, he was like, because the guys, we both got cut the quid on Italy. He goes, "Can you see this? Like, it's closing out. I can see Italy getting a second." I was like, "No, mate." And Spain don't need to change their tactics. All they need to do is just keep doing what they're doing. Just keep plugging away because it's working. Because if you noticed as well, just after that goal went in from Chiesa, which was glorious, by the way, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Brilliant finish.
It's almost like the Spaniards had about a 10-minute moment, like 10-minute panic, and they tried to pump balls into the box. It's like, that's not what was working before, so you don't need to do that. And their equaliser came from the style of play that they were playing before, and it was a lovely finish from Morata.
It was an excellent goal from Morata. But again, Dani Olmo was involved in everything good that the Spaniards did. And when Morata came off the bench, I had a feeling he would score.
Yeah.
I just had a feeling that it would be his redemption. And then when it went to penalties, I had a feeling that it would be him. He missed the penalty.
Torres-esque.
When he stepped up, yeah, when I was doing the watch along for the penalty shootout yesterday, when he stepped up, I said, I was written. He's going to miss this. It was just written in the stars. I feel so sorry for him. But you know what? He puts himself forward. He never shirks away from the challenge. I've got a lot of time for Murat. I think his confidence should be shot.
Yeah.
But he stepped up and took the fifth penalty. And not a lot of people do.
No.
So fair play to him.
But let's have a quick word on the Italians before we preview the proper game later on today. And yeah, why do you think Italy weren't able to handle the Spanish press?
You know what? I think Spain, you have to give it to Spain. They had a game plan and they executed it well. I think Dani Olmo started instead of Morata starting through the middle. Instead of Morata, gave them all sorts of problems because he dropped deep into the midfield. And they kind of just overloaded the midfield to take away space for Verratti and Jorginho, whereas Jorginho's had time and space throughout this tournament to kind of pull strings. Dani almost sitting back on him, and Pedri's energy, Koke and Busquets, they basically went into like a 4 in central midfield to combat Italy's. And I think that's where they found a lot of joy, in that Italy couldn't get on the ball and dictate things. I also think Italy missed Spinazzola as well. Emerson played well. I think he had a good game. But I think they missed Spinazzola and his attacking output. That kind of left them not one-dimensional. I definitely took away one of their major attacking outlets.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And it's Italy that progressed to the next stage of the competition, which of course is the final. And who will they be playing against? Who knows? Because it's between England and Denmark, and we're going to be doing our match preview of this game right now. Now, before we have a look at anything deep, I just want to get this up on the screen quickly. Is the head-to-heads between these two sides. England with 12 victories, Denmark with 4 and 5 draws in their 21 previous meetings. But the last time they met, incidentally, was in the Nations League at Wembley, where Denmark got a 1-0 win. Now, how important do you think that will be going into this?
I think it has zero importance, to be honest. I think when you get to this stage of a competition, everything goes out the window. It just comes down to 90 minutes or 120 minutes. 120 minutes plus, depends, whatever you want to say. But I don't think it has any bearing on what's going to happen tonight. I think what might have a bearing on what's happening tonight is a lot of people in the press, especially, are looking past the Danes. Maybe not purposely, but many people saying, oh yeah, Italy, we should be able to beat Italy, blah, blah, blah. Rio Ferdinand did it last night on the TV. I think we'll beat both of these sides. Blah, blah. I was like, hold on. You got a game to play before you can worry about these. So if I was a Danish manager, I'd just be showing the team endless clips of all these people just saying, yeah, we could beat Italy, we could beat Spain. I'd be showing that constantly. You don't have to, forget the whole, we're doing it for Christian Eriksen thing. Even if that didn't happen, if you sat there and you've got all of these journalists saying this, just play a video. That's what they think of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now I've got some likely lineups which I'll just popped on the screen now, and what I reckon is going to happen here is, because the Danes do like to play the 3 at the back, 5 at the back, however you want to look at it, it's entirely up to you. I feel that England are going to match that up, so this could be different. This is not what the lineups are. This is first thing in the morning. They haven't released it yet, so don't at me. This is just what I think it could be, because England haven't kept the same lineup in 2 consecutive games since the quarterfinal and semi-final of World Cup 2018. So I honestly feel that Southgate is going to change his side again. This time out, I believe that he's going to go and try and match up the Danes. So I think he's going to go with Pickford in goal, a back 3 of Stones, Maguire, Walker. I think he's going to bring in Kieran Trippier, and Luke Shaw will stay on the left. I don't think Luke Shaw can be dropped, even though he's a much better left back than a left wing back. Rice and Phillips will start again, as far as I'm concerned, and they deserve to start with the front 3 of Sterling, Saka and Kane. And I feel that they will start Saka ahead of Sancho this time because of his defensive work rate. And then with Denmark, I've said that I don't think they're going to change. I think they're going to go. I'm going to keep the same lineup as they did last time out against Czech Republic. I think they'll go with Schmeichel in goal, Vestergaard, Kjær and Christensen at the back, and Delaney and Højbjerg protecting those, with Marla and Stig Larsson on the right hand side, with Brathwaite, Damsgaard and Dolberg. Now, what do you do you think that these sides are likely enough?
Yeah, pretty much. I think maybe. I mean, Southgate trusts Trippier. That's clear to see. He's often picked him when people saying maybe he shouldn't be picked. And I think, Trippier probably, with Walker in behind him, will give a lot of insurances when it comes to combating Mailer, who's been, for me, the player of the tournament. You need to worry about him because he's destroyed many teams in this tournament so far. And I think that's why Saka might play as well, because I think Saka can, if need be, track back, but he can also pin him back.
Yeah.
Saka stays wide. Do you know what I mean? He can stay wide, he can come inside. I think it'll be a bit harsh on Sancho because I think he was good against Ukraine, but I do think Saka offers more defensively, and that could see, in the way Southgate's put his teams out, to be quite pragmatic in this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised to see Saka. The Danes, they're not going to change anything. There's no reason for them to change anything. The only possible one would be Dolberg. But why would you drop him? He's got 3 goals in knockout stages. So. Yeah,
exactly. He's been the key man. Because I was thinking maybe put Brathwaite through the middle and then play Poulsen as well. So to have that sort of like defensive-minded approach. But no, I don't think they should fix it. I don't think that anything needs fixing. So let's have our score predictions. What do you see this scoreline being, Dev?
I could see it being a draw, extra time, and pens. I think it's going to be a very tight affair. I think the first 15 minutes or so, you're going to see the Danes just play full rock metal football. England just trying to see what they've got, and then England will ease into it. I think it will end up a 1-1 draw, much like last night. And I think extra time, both teams will be a bit nervy. It'll end up in pens.
Yeah, I can see this being, see this game going to penalties, and I honestly see England winning it on penalties as well, just to mix up the whole bag. Because historically, England haven't been great on penalties over the years. They've had a couple of successes, don't get me wrong. But being at the semi-final, I could just see everyone panicking about Euro 96 situation, and someone unlikely will get the winner. I could see someone like Harry Kane missing a penalty and everyone going, oh my God, the world's going to end. And then, I don't know, like Luke Shaw will step up and take the winning pen, and, England will win and everything's going to be shiny and beautiful apart from the weather. But yeah, that's what I can see happening. But no, it's been a pleasurable show this morning. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Couple comments. Steve Moody played him on the Arrows last night. Well done. No, not that Steve. I played a different Steve. Sorry, Moody. Don't mean to offend. He's got to pop out on site, so he's going to miss the live. He's going to watch it back later. I hope you're impressed with the graphics, Monfrey. I've been working hard on that. Stayed up all night to do those. And real Sidiboo. So I forgot that wrong. I absolutely butchered that, haven't I? Too many missed chances by Spain. Too many missed chances by Spain, he said, and it was right. Yeah, way too many. But no, thanks everybody for getting involved, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. And until later on today, we'll have we've got a competition which is starting at midday today. We're going to do a little video for that at midday. So keep your eyes out for that. Get yourself on the winners list like Adam O'Connor and Erhan Aksu. Take care, everybody. It's coming on.